Hello, episode 97. It's been 97 days in a row since I've been recording these videos, and maybe I'm getting better. But you can let me know if I'm actually getting better at sharing some of the ideas. Today I was having trouble going back to sleep, and I decided to meditate a little bit, and I came up with this question of the who, and how is that affecting the way I would design the life I want? How did it affect the performance of my business on back in the day when I was in the corporate environment? How all that stuff was coming into play, and I kind of realized that there's four different ways of um, seeing the question, or maybe four different people is kind of how I started thinking about it in terms of um, feeling in control of life, having a certain sense of balance in what we do and then what we want to do and would like to do with between family and friends and work. And there were really four questions in a sense that I was trying to answer. And it's all about who. And it all comes down to um, who am I serving? Who am I doing it for? And that could spread into two different scenarios, because you can look at it from the perspective of who am I doing it for in terms of helping out or in terms of service. Who am I doing the work for? Who am I going to work for, and how am I approaching that? That's one. And the other one is um, who am I doing it um, for in terms of uh, is it a matter of obligation? Is it a matter of someone seems to be pushing me to do that, to go to that job, to go do the things that I do every single day? And then that's two. The next one that I was thinking about is who um, who am I doing it for in terms of service, and is it like me or a customer? So that's kind of like the same question. It seems to be split in three. Who am I doing it for? It seems like it could be split into um, my customer, me, or I'm feeling obligated to do so. So that's like three different people that um, that could come into play in answering this question. And the last one, it's slightly different, and it's probably the one that's most powerful of all. And it's who am I being, or who do I need to be in order to have the life that I fully desire? And the way this is affecting, or it affects the level of control, is coming down to things of fear of obligation. I'm doing things out of fear or obligation, or am I doing things for who I am and who I want to be? In the instance of, am I going to work for in benefit of a customer or a manager, or in terms of the person that I feel I'm serving to? That seems to be a noble idea. It's probably a good way to think about your purpose. I'm going to work because I'm helping this person get a better life, or I'm helping the company um, impact more people. That's a very good reason, a very valid reason to go to work. It's still not necessarily you, but it's also beneficial in terms of you're in a place of service. Then there's the other version of I'm I'm going to work because of someone, because of a pressure that I feel, because I'm going to work because someone told me that profession is a financially secure profession. So someone uh, needs their money because I'm going to work because I need to pay this bill. So that's out of fear or obligation, and that's the part that pretty much gets us stuck. That's where we're like, we are out of control. We don't know what to do. I'm forced to go to work to a place I hate because I need the paycheck, and that's where all this scarcity mindset comes in. Then there's the other approach to the same question is, I'm doing it for me, and that could be, I guess, selfish, or it could just be for you overall. I'm doing it because I truly love what I'm doing, because I truly like the job, the people I'm working with. I'm doing it because the job feels in alignment with what I'm trying to do. I'm doing it because it's a stepping stone towards where I want to head. Those are valid reasons too, and those are definitely um, in show you that you're in more of the design phase than the other two. Doesn't mean that they're mutually exclusive, all three, but it does mean that in this version, you're doing it, you're choosing, you're taking responsibility for that. And the last one, the most powerful one, the one that I had to learn and unconsciously implement it through those 6 years that I went from being fired once and depressed to being fired again and being happy about it because I built a certain tribe, that because I learned in a new skill and a new passion for what I was doing. And that one is the question of who am I being, or who do I need to be in order to create the life that I want. In this version, you have moved over from taking responsibility from what you're doing right now and taking it a step further into who do you need to become, who do you need to act like in order to represent the life of the person that you want to be. And I guess an example of this could be if I'm currently as an analyst, but I really want to be a very successful coach at a certain level of integrity, at a certain level of income, that individual requires a higher level of awareness, a higher level of skill sets, a different set of tools to perform at that level. And that's the one where you start visioning into the future, where you start saying, okay, if I want that's up here, who do I need to be in order to be that person? Or who is that person up here? How does he operate? How does he think? How does he addresses the customer? How does he engage with people? Okay, if I identify those things, then I can go back to where I am right now and say, okay, I'm gonna start acting like that right now, and let's see what happens. So that's kind of like 4 different transitions, or maybe different levels of awareness, and they're not necessarily exclusive of each other, but they do represent a different perspective to the world. And I noticed that when I do things, I take responsibility for what I do, and I do things because I am and I want to be those things. Or if I do things based on who I need to be in order to create what I want, those 2 versions are much more powerful in terms of fulfillment, in terms of having meaning, in terms of feeling in control, in terms of designing the day and the week that I want. And it feels so much more free than in the other 2, even if the circumstances have not changed, even if the paycheck's still the same, even if the manager is still a jerk, even if the peers don't seem to value who I am. Those things don't seem to matter, because now that I'm operating from the perspective of taking responsibility for who I am and who I want to become, that simple mind shift actually creates this space for me to recognize that I have the power to create the life I want, and nobody can change that. Now, do I stay that in those stages all the time? Absolutely not. But all I can say is that's what I did. That's what I had to do. That's what I discovered I did in the process of me still showing up to a work I technically disliked, but then feeling fulfilled because I was still creating a life that I truly wanted. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully it gives you an idea. If you have any questions, send me an email to hello@oneoncoaching.com. If you like it, share it. If you hate it, let me know. If you want to me to talk about something else, send me a message and let me know that what you want help with, what you're frustrated with. And if you want to chat or talk, I'm happy to do so. Send me an email to hello@oneoncoaching.com and we can set up a time and keep chatting and helping each other out. See you on the next one. Bye.